بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful.
And remember, O Prophet, when your Lord declared that He would send against them others who would make them suffer terribly until the day of judgment. Indeed, your Lord is swift in punishment, but He is certainly all-forgiving, most merciful. We dispersed them through the land in groups. Some were righteous, others were less so. We tested them with prosperity and adversity, so perhaps they would return to the right path. Then they were succeeded by other generations who inherited the scripture. They indulged in unlawful gains, claiming, "We will be forgiven after all." And if similar gain came their way, they would seize it. Was a covenant not taken from them in the scripture that they would not say anything about Allah except the truth, and they were already well versed in its teachings. But the eternal home of the hereafter is far better for those mindful of Allah. Will you not then understand? As for those who firmly abide by the scripture and establish prayer, surely we never discount the reward of those acting righteously. And remember, when we raised the mountain over them as if it were a cloud, and they thought it would fall on them, we said, "Hold firmly to that scripture which we have given you, and observe its teachings, so perhaps you will become mindful of Allah." And remember, when your Lord brought forth from the loins of the children of Adam their descendants, and had them testify regarding themselves, Allah asked, "Am I not your Lord?" They replied, "Yes, you are. We testify." He cautioned, "Now you have no right to say on Judgment Day, 'We were not aware of this,' nor say, 'It was our forefathers who had associated others with Allah in worship, and we, as their descendants, followed in their footsteps.' Will you then destroy us for the falsehood they invented? This is how we make our signs clear, so perhaps they will return to the right path. And relate to them, O Prophet, the story of the one to whom we gave our signs, but he abandoned them. So Satan took hold of him, and he became a deviant. If we had willed, we would have elevated him with our signs, but he clung to his life, following his evil desires. His example is that of a dog. If you chase it away, it pants, and if you leave it, it still pants. This is the example of the people who deny our signs. So narrate to them stories of the past, so perhaps they will reflect. What an evil example of those who denied our signs. They only wronged their own souls. Whoever Allah guides is truly guided, and whoever He leaves to stray, they are the true losers. Indeed, we have destined many jinn and humans for hell. They have hearts they do not understand with, eyes they do not see with, and ears they do not hear with. They are like cattle. In fact, they are even less guided. Such people are entirely heedless. Allah has most beautiful names, so call upon Him by them and keep away from those who abuse His names. They will be punished for what they used to do. And among those we created is a group that guides with the truth and establishes justice accordingly. As for those who deny our signs, we will gradually draw them to destruction in ways they cannot comprehend. I only delay their end for a while, but my planning is flawless. Have they not ever given it a thought? Their fellow man is not insane. He is only sent with a clear warning. Have they ever reflected on the wonders of the heavens and the earth and everything Allah has created, and that perhaps their end is near? So what message after this Quran would they believe in? Whoever Allah allows to stray, none can guide, leaving them to wander blindly in their defiance. They ask you, O Prophet, regarding the hour. When will it be? Say, that knowledge is only with my Lord. He alone will reveal it when the time comes. It is too tremendous for the heavens and the earth, and will only take you by surprise. They ask you as if you had full knowledge of it. Say, that knowledge is only with Allah, but most people do not know. Say, I have no power to benefit or protect myself except by the will of Allah. If I had known the unknown, I would have benefited myself enormously, and no harm would have ever touched me. I am only a warner and deliverer of good news for those who believe. He is the one who created you from a single soul, then from it made its spouse, so he may find comfort in her. After he had been united with her, she carried a light burden that developed gradually. When it grew heavy, they prayed to Allah, their Lord. If you grant us good offspring, we will certainly be grateful. But when He granted their descendants good offspring, they associated false gods in what He has given them. Exalted is Allah above what they associate with Him. Do they associate with Allah those idols which cannot create anything, but are in fact created, which cannot help them or even help themselves? And if you call upon them for guidance, they cannot respond to you. It is all the same whether you call them or remain silent. Those idols you invoke besides Allah are created beings like yourselves. So call upon them and see if they will answer you, if your claims are true. Do they have feet to walk with, or hands to hold with, or eyes to see with, or ears to hear with? Say, O Prophet, call upon your associate gods and conspire against me without delay. Indeed, my protector is Allah, who has revealed this book, for He alone protects the righteous. But those false gods you call besides Him can neither help you nor even themselves. If you call them to guidance, they cannot hear. And you, O Prophet, may see them facing towards you, but they cannot see. Be gracious and join what is right, and turn away from those who act ignorantly. If you are tempted by Satan, then seek refuge with Allah. Surely He is all-hearing, all-knowing. Indeed, when Satan whispers to those mindful of Allah, they remember their Lord. Then they start to see things clearly, but the devils persistently plunge their human associates deeper into wickedness, sparing no effort. If you, O Prophet, do not bring them a sign, which they demanded, they ask, why do you not make it yourself? Say, I only follow what is revealed to me from my Lord. This Quran is an insight from your Lord, a guide and a mercy for those who believe. When the Quran is recited, listen to it attentively and be silent, so you may be shown mercy. Remember your Lord inwardly, with humility and reverence, and in a moderate tone of voice, both morning and evening, and do not be one of the heedless. Surely, those angels nearest to your Lord are not too proud to worship Him. They glorify Him, and to Him they prostrate. Sadaqallah.